Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you in my little corner of YouTube where we speak all things adulting, faith, and lifestyle. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That red button must turn gray. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you enjoyed about today's video and what other videos you'd like to see. Share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it. And last but not least, hit those notification bells so that you do not miss another video. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into today's video. Guys, this isn't a normal video, right? Today, we are celebrating 1,000 subscribers. You guys have no idea how emotional I am. I literally cried when we reached 1,000 subscribers. We reached 1,000 subscribers on the 7th of June. And guys, I've been on cloud nine since. So firstly, thank you. This would not have been possible without any of you. And I'm here. This video is literally to thank you guys. So do stay tuned until the end because I do have a bit of a surprise for you. So make sure you listen and listen attentively because you're going to need to listen to every single minute of this video. So a few vlogs ago, can't remember which one it was, I think it was in March sometime, I shared that I am currently undergoing a scoliosis journey. I am a scoliosis warrior and I got diagnosed a couple of years back. A lot of people since then have come into my DMs and asked me more about it and asked me, what it is, how did you find out what it was, and all of that stuff. And I'm here to briefly tell you about all of that jazz. So essentially, scoliosis is when you have a curved spine. You can have a C-shaped spine, or you can have a spine like that, which is like how mine is. So you have a thoracic and a lumbar curve. So I have two. You can have a curve just at your thoracic part or your lumbar part, whatever it may be. And these obviously vary in severity, right? So I got diagnosed in January of 2020. And I was 21 at the time. Yes, I was 21 at the time. And this had come at a time where I had been complaining about back pains and shoulder pains for years. I think I started complaining about that stuff in high school. Anyway, that is what scoliosis is, right? This can happen from birth. You can be born with a curved spine. This can happen if you have some sort of injury, some sort of spinal injury. This is sometimes genetic as well. I don't know which one mine is. According to my doctors, it looks like I had it, or I started developing it when I entered puberty, so around the age of 12, but my diagnosis only came like almost a decade later, which is quite scary. So yeah, that is essentially the short end of my scoliosis journey. And it can be diagnosed by a variety of doctors or medical specialists. So with me, it was first picked up by my GP because I went to her and I was like, listen, I cannot deal with this pain anymore. What is happening? So she sent me for x-rays, and I went back to her and I showed her the x-rays and stuff, and she was shocked to see what is happening. I was referred to a neurosurgeon. The neurosurgeon then admitted me into hospital, and they ran a number of tests on me, and I went for MRI scans and all of that stuff, blood stuff and all of that. The blood came back fine, so it wasn't anything to do with any of that stuff, but my MRI came out very clearly that, listen, this isn't just we think you have scoliosis, ma'am, you have scoliosis, right? And another medical specialist that you can see who might potentially be able to diagnose you is a physiotherapist. They'll be able to do a physical exam on you and see how your spine is and stuff. So at any one of these medical specialists, they will either do a physical exam on you, they will run a number of scans, so x-rays, MRI scans, CT scans, all of those scans, and they'll be able to see if your spine is curved or not. So when it comes to treatments, there are a variety of treatments that you can undergo, right? And these, the choice of treatment is dependent on your age. There's a number of factors, but your age, how big your curve is, and all of that stuff. I'm quite sure there's more to it than just your age and how big your curve is. But with me, those were the biggest factors that determined the type of treatment that I am undergoing right now. So if your curve is not too big, and if they find it when you are young, so when there is still space in like your bone, whatever. So I'm not going to use the medical terminology because I don't know what it is, but like if there's still space in your vertebra for growth, then they'll usually use a brace. That way the brace can kind of like bring your spine together before you have fully developed, right? So that one obviously was out of the cards for me because we found my scoliosis too late. I was diagnosed when I was 21, and had we found it maybe 3 or 4 years prior, then maybe bracing would have been an alternative treatment. The next treatment that you can undergo, which is extremely expensive, is surgery. So you can undergo spinal fusion surgery, where they literally like fuse your spine. They put a rod in there and they try to straighten it like that. But there are pros and cons to all these different treatments. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about surgery. I really don't know how I feel about surgery. So right now I am undergoing the monitoring surgery. So I regularly go and see my physio. I took you to my physiotherapy appointment a few vlogs ago. So I am currently undergoing that. Reason being, I was too old to be braced, but I'm not yet at a point where I need surgery. So for now, they're monitoring it. If my curve grows worse than what it is, then surgery might have to be a way to go. So the most common symptoms that can show that you might have scoliosis are quite a lot. This list is not exhaustive, so it can go on and on and on. And it's not limited to what I'm about to mention now. But do look out for these things. These are the most common symptoms, but there is more to this than just the ones that I'm listing. So the first two common symptoms are uneven shoulders or protruding shoulder blades. So my gran actually found my protruding shoulder blade long before I even knew that I was diagnosed. And we just thought, listen, I was born like that. Let's keep it moving. Like, as long as it's all twenty, let's keep it moving, So I have a protruding shoulder blade, but also your shoulders can also be affected. So if your shoulders are uneven, or you look in the mirror and things are like lopsided, definitely be aware of that. Another thing that I have that is also a very common symptom is uneven hips. So if one hip is up there and like this, which is how mine are, that is another symptom of scoliosis. Another common symptom is if you have problems breathing, like if you struggle to breathe and you're not asthmatic, then it could be that something is leaning on your lungs, for example, your spine, that is not straight, and that could potentially also be hindering your ability to breathe well. Another common symptom is a rotated spine. This one is more difficult to look for either in yourself or in your children or whatever. This one will usually be picked up by a medical specialist. Lastly, the one that made me go to the doctor is back pain. Guys, if you are sitting too much and you're in pain, if you're standing too much and you're in pain, like there was a point, I think what led me to go to the doctor was there was a point where I was struggling to even get out of bed. Like, it was bad. Like, I was in so much pain. My mom was so worried. Like, it was bad. Nothing was cute. So if you have back pains, don't think it's just because you're sitting too much or whatever. Please get it checked out. And we're wrapping up. And before I get to the nice part of this video, I just want to plead with you guys that do start checking your children, your younger siblings' backs at a young age. I have made a pact with myself that if God blesses me with children, I will be checking their spines in 5-year intervals, every 5 years from when they are born, because like I mentioned earlier in this video, that this is it's sometimes genetic, and because I have such severe scoliosis, I don't want to find my child or whoever in a position where they find it too late, because now I'm educated and I can fix it for the generations that come after me. So now we have reached the most amazing stage of this video, right? I mentioned at the beginning of the video that this video will have a young surprise, and because we have reached 1,000 subscribers, I am giving away one of the most impactful books that I have read to date. So I read this book, I've read it twice. I read it back in 2020 and again last year. It is titled You're Not Broke, You're Pre-Rich by Mapalo Maku. Literally, guys, this book, it has changed my life. It has changed my perspective on so many things. Listen, like this book is amazing, and I think it will be more impactful to the younger generation because you're able to implement a lot of the lessons that she writes about in this book early on in your life, and these can, you know, positively impact your life in the long term. So I am going to be giving away one of these copies, keeping one for myself. As you can see, I have, you know, sticky notes and stuff in it, but I am giving away one of those to a lucky subscriber. Now, a disclaimer before I give the giveaway rules: if you are my friend or if you are family, you can enter, but you're not gonna win, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, it's low-key, high-key nepotism. So if you're my friend and my family, you will not win, but you are free to enter. So the first rule, which is quite obvious, make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you have joined this young adult community. Make sure you subscribed, guys. Make sure you've subscribed and give this video a massive, massive thumbs up. I will be checking. So if you aren't subscribed, forget it. You can do everything else right, but if you're not subscribed, forget it. Make sure you are also following me on Instagram, because that is where I will be announcing the winner first. So make sure you are on my Instagram as well. Make sure you're following me there, because I will be providing updates about this giveaway there. I will try and do them on YouTube as well, but I'm most likely going to do them on Instagram. The third thing is you're going to have to answer 3 questions for me. Number 1, when was I diagnosed with scoliosis? I mentioned it twice in this video, so make sure you've listened. That's why I told you at the beginning. Listen from the beginning. So when was I diagnosed with scoliosis? The second question that you need to answer is, what is one of the symptoms of scoliosis that I mentioned in this video? And number 3, who do you need to see? So which medical specialists do you need to see if you think you have scoliosis? Those are the 3 questions that you need to answer. Do them in the description box down below. And also I will be having a post on my Instagram as well. So both posts on my Instagram as well as both the answers on my Instagram as well as on my YouTube will be recorded. So do not think I'll miss you. I will be recording each and every answer from both platforms. So that is that. I hope I have enlightened you in the area of scoliosis. This is my journey. Every single day is a battle for me. Every single day I'm praying for healing. Every single day I'm believing God for a miracle, and I know He will see it through in the end. And I'm also just very grateful that He's put me in a position where I can be of influence and encourage people as they journey through their lives battling scoliosis as well. So with that, we've reached the end of today's giveaway video. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Road to 1.5, road to 5k, road to 10k. Let's go. Thank you so much. Do make sure you subscribed. Comment down below the answers to the giveaway questions. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. What else didn't I say? after 1,000 subscribers, you'd think I'd know all of these things off by heart, right? But clearly not. And make sure you hit that bell button, the notification bell, so that you do not miss another video. And with that, with so much love and so much light from me to you, have an amazing rest of the day. Stay safe and God bless. Bye, guys. Thank you.